Good morning, and we are into the third and final week, thankfully, of the Tour de France Challenge. That's the third time already I've failed to start the Garmin. So I'm a good few kilometres behind now. Just doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. So it starts after that first climb with a nice smooth descent and then a really horrible climb. Really horrible, which I've never done. I've only ever come down it. So let's go and try that. I've forgotten the chest harness again, so I can't show you the descents. Which is a pity because they're probably very fast. I'd never come down this one. There we go, safely off the main road. Apologies for my lack of a chest harness today, but I'm just about to start this really lovely descent. It's really fast. I know it really well. It's the one that ends up with going over a bridge. I'm sure you've seen that one before. Anyway, we're just at the top of it. Oh, it's twisty, turny. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this by myself. That one. Well, that was quite a find. It's just under an hour I've been out, and in that time I found two of my favourite climbs and two of my favourite descents. Big climbs, big descents, and I can still get back in an hour, which is absolutely perfect. So back to the plague house. She's not feeling very well, so let's go and tend her, mop her fevered brow. And that's the trouble, how can you tend someone and keep 2 meters away or whatever? It's impossible. Beautiful day. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow for stage, no idea, rolling into one a little. What am I on? 14, 15 tomorrow. Okay, see you then. Well, I've got up a bit early to make the most of the cool weather, or the cool time of day. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. There's a rock concert going on in town still on Sunday morning. Kids, eh? Hello again. Now, all I know about this morning's ride is that it needs to be flat. I forgot what stage we're on, but it's a flat stage. So let's go and quickly do that. I don't think there's going to be a lot of interest, but I'm just letting you know I'm still going out. And it's Sunday morning, and until about half an hour ago I could hear a rave going on in Mora Deborah. I'm just seeing some very bleary-eyed revellers wandering home. Oh, what it's like to be young. There's the mighty River Ebro again. So on a Sunday morning, it's actually the main roads that are safer because they're often patrolled by police for, drink driving. And so all the drunks are all on the back roads, the ones that I normally use. I don't really want to bump into a pisshead in a car. Literally, you know. So you can see over there is Vasquera and Monte Cardo. They're actually the Cardo Mountains because they're a range. So I don't think everyone calls them Monte Cardo, but I do. Tallest bit is 968 meters, I think. So what's that, about 3,200 feet? Significant. And we went up it last week. You do get the impression that people here are holding their breath, hoping against hope that we don't get a forest fire like there are in the south of the country. There's a huge one down in Mijas in Andalusia. And yet yesterday I was walking the dogs, and by the side of the river was a big group of fishermen, and they had a massive bonfire going. They'd obviously kept it in all night. And 10 minutes later there was a guy strimming away using a metal blade on his strimmer, and you could hear it pinging off rocks. And those blades are banned here in the summer because they make sparks. Still fucking idiots about, aren't they? I'm a little bit aware that the tone of these videos since I've been doing the Tour de France challenge, it hasn't been the usual, well, I hope to think happy sort of tone. It's all a bit miserable. I don't know whether that's me or whether it's circumstances, but apologies for it. I'm looking forward actually to getting stuck into another big ride. I mentioned it before, it's hopefully going to be bikepacking back from the Pyrenees and the Pyrenean Tour de France stage. But at the moment, as you're aware, my lift is ill in bed, coughing her lungs up. So that's probably not going to happen, at least for the Tour de France. It might get delayed a week. Popped along to Miravet for today. Very, very short ride. But it's a very pretty village. Don't really show it off often enough. It does have this rather awkward drainage channel up the middle, which caught one of my friends out. He went down going across it because it's slippery and broke his shoulder. I think the shortest and one of the most pleasurable rides I can remember doing. What a poodle. Just rode around, didn't really think about it. Under 23 kilometers long, but an absolute pleasure. So see you on the next one. Hello again. So it's a rest day for the pros, but for me I'm going to be using it as a good excuse to get out and catch up on one of my lost hilly stages. Well, I almost feel like a new man today, because last night, just as we were coming to bed, I actually managed to catch the cats and I locked them inside, which meant that I could actually have a proper night's sleep. Absolutely marvellous. I've got 8 hours. I'm getting away with 4 for weeks, and it had been really catching up on me, so that's fantastic. And because it was Sunday, we actually put a little portable air conditioner on as well throughout the whole day. And not only that, the wife's just messaged me to say that she's going to walk the dogs, so she's obviously feeling a lot better. So I haven't even got to get back. Tried a new camera angle,
wanted to show you if I could hit 80 on this hill.
These shorter rides. I want to 28 kilometers. You actually arrive home with some energy, because usually I'm pretty much flaked out after I've gone for a ride. Oh well, that's one extra I've caught up on. So see you for the next one. Right, well I'm only a flat stage behind, so I'm going to nip out again and go and do a flat stage. I'll pay for it later when I'm cutting fodder in 42 degrees. But it's worth it. It's worth it for the challenge. Desperately trying not to draft him. He's only doing 25. But it's a bit too quick for me to overtake on a busy road. So I'm hoping he's going to pull off here. No, he's staying on. Bloody tractors are a menace. Because I've managed to use the rest day to catch right up. So I've done a hilly and I've done a flat, which means that I'm good to go for the rest of the challenge. So I'll see you on those very soon. Hello, it's stage 16 and it's hilly. So we're trying something new for stage 16. So if it goes wrong, this will be the last you see of me today. And if not, well, it's just a bit of fun.
Well, that was a lot of fun. It's a pedalling descent, so with my compact chainring I'm never going to get close to the KOM. So it's just about having fun, and that is a fun descent. It's really swoopy, really makes you think about that the line that you've got to take. You don't have to, it just makes it easier if you do. Oh, I needed that. A few more cobwebs blown away. Nostril cam. So another stage. Oh, another stage over, and only a few more to go. I'll be quite glad when it's over. I want to do a nice long ride. These are fabulous. I've really enjoyed today again. 34.5 kilometers, but it's not quite the same. It's not an adventure. It's not getting out there and seeing new things, discovering new worlds, etc. Anywho, on to the next one. See you tomorrow.
Hello again. Now I was hoping to be bringing you this from the Pyrenees on today, which is the first of the true Pyrenean stages of the Tour de France. Unfortunately, that's not happening. So instead, I'm climbing a big mountain near my house. Not quite the same. It's the Col de Bovera, and it's about 545 meters, I think it is. Just overtook a very fit-looking mountain biker. He didn't seem very happy. So I said, oh, I've got a motor. It's not switched on, but I do have a motor. So we're just following the Valley of Bovera for the lower part of this climb. And it's the one I've talked to you about before. It's a really good way of getting some decent climbing in without really noticing, because it's a lot of 1 to 4%, which on a good day you don't really notice. But when you get to the village of Bavera, then you're exposed to the mountain proper. It's a ridge, really. Very impressive one. So I'll save most of the footage for showing you that because it's lovely and hard. Most of this very pleasant false flat, just to get my breath back. Just keep it going around one bend and then the next and then the next and then the next. You never seem to get anywhere. Well, we made it. Now all we've got to do is head back down. Okay, here we go. That was a bit hairy.
That's it. But I'm going to be sat glued to the TV this afternoon to see how the Tour de France pans out in a big old stage in the Pyrenees. But for us, till tomorrow, well, I'll see you on another mountain. Good morning. It's stage 18 mountains today, but I've got 2 hours, and actually I'm just going to let the bike decide where I go. It may be mountains, it may not. But although it's getting closer and closer to sunrise, I can actually feel the temperature decreasing as I'm climbing out of the Ebro Valley. It's just a tiny little bowl of heat and oppressiveness. You know, I was saying that I'd let the bike decide where we go. But it literally just happened. I was intending to turn right there, and instead I've stayed straight on up when I intended to go a bit flatter. So perhaps my bike is a bit of a sadist. So just as I've turned into the last 2 kilometres of this climb, this massive headwind's just come up, really from nowhere. Oh, it's hard. That's another 58 kilometres to add to the challenge total. So we've got, that was the last mountain. So we've got a flat, a time trial and a flat to go. Fabulous. I'll see you for the next one. Good morning. It's a flat stage. It's stage 19. Stage 19. It's flat. So, well, there's nothing to say, is there? Let's get the job done. Let's tick the box. So, with this being stage 19, it's the end of my videoing week, which just leaves a time trial and a flat self-congratulatory stage left to finish the challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post those two as video shorts, which I've not done before. Don't know how it works, so look out for those. But other than that, I'll see you on the next proper one. Thanks for watching.